There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022. There's no such thing.
Hello everyone, good Tuesday morning. I hope you're staying warm again today. Now, we did finally warm above zero yesterday after a long stretch, but of course this morning we dropped back down below zero. I told you yesterday that all week long we're expecting our morning lows to drop back down and not warm quite as much as we did yesterday. Yesterday we were in the teens in some areas. Now for the rest of the week, expecting those highs in the single digits. But let's jump right to it because our stretch of temperatures sub-zero has come to an end. It looks like I need to restart my iPad here real quick. But we are finally ending that deep freeze stretch. And we were seeing, if I can pull this up here, I apologize. It was working a second ago. We saw a stretch of more than 100 hours. 100 hours below zero here in Fargo. All right, so here we go. We had officially 102 hours consecutively at or below zero in Fargo from 5 a.m. Thursday morning through noon yesterday. That was that stretch of sub-zero temperatures. And our coldest air temperature in Fargo during this stretch was 20 below zero. Now we're at 1 below zero in Fargo, another sub-zero morning. That thick black line indicates the 0 degree mark. So you can see 1 degree now in Bismarck and Oaks, right at zero in Fergus Falls, 2 below zero, Grand Forks, 8 below zero. The cold spot here on this map in Langdon. And before we get too further, I want to mention that this morning's Valley News Now weather update is brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. We are still having to deal with the wind chill. That wind chill right now is in the teens and 20s below, so not nearly as cold as we have been for the last couple of days when it comes to our wind chill. Feels like 18 below zero in Fargo, 29 below zero, that current wind chill in Langdon. And I want to pull up if we've got any cold weather advisory remaining in effect. I believe that was allowed to expire at 10 a.m. So we are good. So let's take a look at satellite and radar. Generally clear skies to kick off our morning, clear and cold, as we are under the influence of some high pressure. And we're going to remain on the sunnier side for today, a high of 6 in Fargo, with a few more clouds developing around the lunchtime hour and then clearing out again towards the afternoon. So by the time we get to 9 o'clock, I guess we already have passed 9 o'clock, noon, 2 degrees, 6 degrees by 4 p.m. So moving on, how about tomorrow? Well, tomorrow we're going to see temperatures still remaining in the single digits either side of zero in most locations. A little warmer off to the west. This darker blue color indicates those temperatures in the teens to near 20 degrees. And sub-zero in northern Minnesota. Let's take a look at some of our regional locations. 0 degrees tomorrow by 3 p.m. in Cavalier, Grafton, Lakota, and Grand Forks. 6 in Carrington. 3 below zero in Langdon and Hallock, as well as in Bagley and Thief River Falls. 0 in Ada, 3 above in Fargo. 1 below Detroit Lakes, 6 in Wheaton, 9 Lemoore, 12 Ellendale, 15 in Aberdeen. Again, this is a look at tomorrow's temperatures. Let's take a look at what we can expect for the rest of today. Temperatures, single digits either side of zero. By 1 o'clock, we're still looking sub-zero north and in northern Minnesota along the international border. Some single digits above zero for the rest of the valley. A couple of clouds move through this afternoon, but that's the only weather worry we're watching out for today. High temperatures not warming up too much, and by 10, 11 p.m. today, more locations dropping back down below zero. Cloud cover increasing into your Wednesday morning. Temperatures tomorrow morning, single digits and teens below zero in many locations. And we stay a little cloudier into the afternoon. And we already talked about those high temperatures for tomorrow as well, but staying mostly cloudy for our midweek. Then comes our next weather maker. I want to preface this by saying that we talked about this yesterday. If you tuned in to either the Valley Today or this digital update yesterday morning, it's not going to be as intense as what we are coming off of from this weekend. But we are looking at another brief cold snap with morning temperatures Thursday and Friday back down into the teens, potentially 20s below zero, and it comes with some wind chill. So let's talk about the next couple of days. Tomorrow morning, again, we talked about temperatures single digits either side of zero. Well, our wind chills 30s to near 40 below in northern Minnesota. Wind chills to the south and west a little more, maybe mild is the right word, doesn't feel like the right word there, but those wind chills in the teens below zero. Then pushing on forward to Thursday morning, those air temperatures will be colder and wind chills in the 30s to near 40 below. Once again, generally northern Minnesota, being the bullseye for some of those colder wind chill temperatures. Moseying on ahead, let's look at Friday morning. A little bit colder, a little bit further south. Still looking at 30s to 40s below zero. Pushing on, let's look at our next couple chances for snow. We haven't seen much snow. Yesterday, we had a few light snow showers, a couple of snow streamers that moved through in the afternoon hours. I know it's going to pick up my son from daycare yesterday afternoon, and it was clear 1 second, and then the next second, visibility is not so great here in town as some of those moved through, and yesterday was a blustery day as well. So those snow showers definitely were impacting our visibility, albeit briefly. Now, our next chance of snow doesn't return to the forecast until this weekend. So let's take a look at that hour by hour forecast. Friday morning, clear and cold, as we just talked about, with those temperatures that will be in the teens to maybe near 20 below zero. Then for Saturday, we see our next clipper arrive. Saturday afternoon, this is paused at the lunchtime hour, and remember, it's only Tuesday morning at that, and we're looking ahead to Saturday afternoon. And this is just a forecast model, but showing that some snow starts to move in for the afternoon hours, and maybe out west, the possibility of some wintry mix as temperatures will be warming into the 30s. However, here in the valley, I expect mostly snow Saturday afternoon, as even though we'll be warming up, we won't be quite that warm. Saturday evening, still showing some snow, possibly a little bit of wintry mix in our extreme southwesterly viewing area. Saturday night into Sunday morning, but I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that. This is just one forecast model solution. Sunday morning, still seeing some snow showers, and notice behind this cold front, the wind starts to pick up a little bit. So looking a little bit breezier on Sunday. Little too soon to tell, but we may have to watch out for some patchy blowing snow, depending on how strong those winds are looking to be. Then Sunday evening, still showing some areas of snow in the forecast. Too soon still to talk about how much we might expect, but perhaps a handful of inches in a few locations for both Saturday and Sunday combined. All right, so some good news. We are still cold through the rest of this week, below average. Morning lows Thursday and Friday, teens and 20s below, so that brief little cold snap. Wind chills not as dangerously cold, though, as we were for over the weekend. Then on Saturday, we start chilly, 6 degrees below zero, 17 for a high. Then we start to see that chance of snow over the weekend as well. 25 degrees, though, on Sunday. That is February 1st, starting off the new month on a warmer note. And I'll take this full screen so we can see all of next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all week long next week, really starting on Sunday, temperatures are back above average. Average for early February is right around 20 degrees in Fargo specifically. And the 5th and 6th of February, we're talking upper 20s to low 30s. So finally putting this bitterly cold behind us and starting off the new month with a fresh start when it comes to our temperature. So something to look forward to perhaps next week. And snow lovers, a little bit of something to look forward to this weekend as well, with a little bit of snow in the forecast. This has been your weather update brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE.
Small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.